Okay.
Okay, so the lesson was on perimeter, and it was the second day that we were doing it, which was good because we realized that the first day they didn't understand it so much, so taking another day to do it. I thought it was good how you had kids go up front, specifically lower kids in our group that needed more support, to do a couple examples on the board of shapes when they give the measurement, and then how you had it up on the screen with the boxes for them, because that seemed to be the most challenging part for them. And then the activity with the shapes taped onto the floor, I think was good because it was like a hands-on activity for them, for more visual learners who need that. And so I thought it was good that you had them rotate around to 4 different shapes and do those measurements. My suggestion would be that next time you have like a little sheet of paper or have them write down in their notebooks their answers, so that by the time they don't go back to the carpet they haven't forgotten everything. As far as the student development rubric, I'd rate you as proficient for understanding learning of students and meeting students' needs as well. You seem to have understood that they didn't get it the first day, and so we just needed to do it another day, and by the end of that second day they seemed to really understand it. As well as for readiness for learning, I said you were proficient. You understood when there were certain kids that could be pushed further and understood it already, but then there were some that still needed some extra support. Developmentally appropriate for that lesson, I thought it was very appropriate for them, and with all the different ways that you showed them. You didn't just do it on the board, you also did it on the screen with them and then had them doing it on the floor, so I thought that was really good. And then they even had seat work to do on their own to show that they understood. And then collaboration with families and others. I mean, I guess there wasn't really any collaboration with this lesson or anything. I guess you collaborated with me in asking if I thought it was a good idea to tape the things on the floor, so I thought that was good and a good activity for them. So yeah, overall I think the lesson went well, and I think by the end they understood it, so that was the point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so the lesson on volume, I thought it went really well. I liked how you first reviewed perimeter and area with them to make sure they understood that, and even showed them the area video, because I feel like they would have gotten confused with area and volume.
Yeah.
Just because they're both squares. And then I liked how you had those cubes for them to visualize and build the actual shapes so that they could see what was going on around it, because a lot of times on the worksheets it's really hard for them to see what's happening behind the very front picture. So that was good, and how you showed them that they don't have to put every single cube in, and that they can use their multiplying skills that they've been working on so much to find the answer much quicker. And yeah, I think it was a really good lesson. For learning differences, for valuing students, I would say you're proficient in that. You make the students feel valued, you are there to help them, and you let them know that you're there to help them with anything they need. For differentiated instruction, I don't know if there was that much differentiation during that lesson, but it is a new concept for most of them, so you don't need as much differentiation because they're all learning that new topic together. So learning differences or needs, you definitely focused with, or worked specifically with certain kids that we know are lower in math and that struggle with these topics. So that was good that I saw you working with them, or helping them build the shapes for their worksheets so that they could visualize what was happening on the worksheet in the picture. Multiple perspectives. I don't know if we saw that as much,
Yeah.
but yeah, I guess that's something we can work on and try to put into more of your lessons. But yeah, I think it just kind of depends on, and with math, I feel like that's kind of hard to show multiple perspectives. With reading and writing, it's not easier. And then English language learners, I think you definitely supported those kids that we know are English language learners in the classroom, and made sure that they understood as well what the words were we were using, and how building the shape with the cubes would help them visualize it better than just looking on the page. So yeah, I think you definitely supported them. So.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so then